have a very interested call here with the elder from Magnolia, Russ Moss, as we all know him, the papa there in the community, great community leader there, and a great conscious brother. Good to have the papa here.
He always has a mouthful.
Yes, yeah, and the papa we have the lengthy conversation here, and the papa had some information to share.
Yeah.
And I would like to convey the information.
It's a word.
And the emphasis was mostly on that this month is Black African History Month, and it's a worldwide consciousness that we need to spread. And the urge of the Papa, he mentioned that in this age of time, after 2,000 years of change and change and change, it's the urge that we need to fight and demand change in these times, you know, because unity is a must in this African, on this African continent. As we know, we are bound here in turmoil and wars and disputes, and Africans don't see really eye to eye. So this History Month, African History Month, should remind us about the great things that we have and the great things that we still need to do. And I did make mention even in history, as we go back in time, about the speech of His Imperial Majesty in 1986, where the king actually bestowed that blessing, you know, and talk about the unity and the change that needs to happen amongst our Africans, you know. And also in history, and in this month, we have to think about the Battle of Adwa, and this is deep, deep history. It was the time when the emperor fought in great battles, you know, against the invaders who wants to invade Africa and even Ethiopia as a whole. So we have to remember about the Battle of Adwa in 1892, and the battle started in this month, 1892, in February month, and it was a lengthy battle. And you know, we have to go and tell our kids and our people about the Battle of Adwa that happened in Ethiopia. And the battle lasted up to 1st of March.
True.
And it was a great victory for all of our Africans, you know, because Ethiopia was never being invaded by the West. So that is the strength that we need to look up to. In our history, there is real history about Africa. In Africa, there's an abundance of history, and we need to take heed and tell our people about the stuff, because we need to demand the change that needs to be happened. We need to be part of this change. And Black History Month is just a reminder of our rich history and our rich culture that we need to still preserve in this time. Big up to Rasmus for the blessed message, as we don't forget the history, you know, and that will set us free. On the sound that set me free. 107.7 FM.
Yeah, man,
Yes,
some
sir.
blessed info there by Rasmus, passed on to us here on the Roots Rock Reggae Show, and that's how we do things, you know. We love to share that great, that deep info, you know, that historic and ancestral things that make us want to love our culture more
Yes,
and more,
sir.
you know, and respect our culture and respect the continent that we live on, Africa, and that we should respect one another as human beings, you know, and stop this xenophobic attacks and this xenophobia, fighting against one another.
And stuff, you know, we need to draw together the unity, the bond. Through that, we're gonna make the change. We're gonna demand the change, and we Africans will fight, because we find it necessary in these times. You know, we need to remind ourselves. We need not to take this lightly. Change have to come, and it is the time now. Blessed.
True, and we have to break free from the chains.
Yes, I set ourselves free, you know, from mental slavery on the Roots Rock Reggae. So still we have some blessed sounds that gonna set us free on the sounds that set you free. And I just have to remind I about the festival that is happening.
True.
The annual Rastafari festival. It is the time that we actually remember the Passover, the great trot out of Egypt, you know, into the promised land with our brother Moses who lead us. That is the significant time of the festival. It's actually the Passover. It's a very dear and holy time of I journey through life, and it had a great impact in everybody's life, the whole world. So it's a time that we need to embrace again. And we in the valley, Rastafari in the valley, came up with a concept some years and years and many years ago to keep this cultural festival alive as a reminder of the time when we were trotting out of Babylon, you know. So it will happen on the 25th till the 27th of March here in Paul at the Monte Cristo Sport Ground here in Paul, New Orleans. And there's lots of entertainment every year happening. This year promised to be really big with guest of honors. We have like really interesting bands that's gonna be on the lineup. It's gonna be confirmed soon. I'm quite excited to see what Aina is gonna bring for us, and lots of stalls. There's gonna be stalls. There's gonna be entertainment, the skate ramp, the bicycle ramp, netball, rugby, all types of sports, and the unification, you know, and lots of information and the great vibe of the African spirit we're gonna share on the festival, the Passover time next month.
Has there been any information regarding the entrance fees or even the at the festival?
Yes, that is really critical because I've been quite busy resolving that issue. Unfortunately, there's no information right now, but I will have a meeting tomorrow. On Wednesdays, I meet actually to discuss, and everything will come through tomorrow, and I will have the information to the disposal of the community soon.
And just another interesting thing that I also just want to raise is whether the space for the stalls, if it's only available to rent for Rastas, or if it's open and available to rent for other people in the community as well.
There's been discussed about that, and it's gonna be available for the community. That is actually, it should be available for the community, because I want to facilitate everybody, you know, and I want the community to partake with the festival.
Yes.
And as we say, we're working on chains. So most definitely, you know, this is the stepping stone, the stepping year for INI to prove what INI can present. And by next year there will be significant change, but it's an open platform for INI community to be part of it.
Since it is a community event, you know, it's not just for Rastafarians.
For Rastafarians, yes, but it does attract Rastafarians because that is our culture.
Yes.
That is what we do. But we want to make it open, and it has always been open for the community as a whole. You know, because INI is part of the community. Talking about community, INI was up in the community there in Amsterdam on Sunday, and it was about the registration campaign that INI was leading right there. And I started off actually the registration campaign, and I have to say, give thanks to INI who put the event together, and the word was spread, and I personally saw there was a the unity of INI brothers and sisters. If we want to have change within INI and our community, INI need to participate in these events, you know, and this could be the greatest change that INI wants to see. So INI urge everybody, you know, Rasta family in our communities to come to the rallies and be part of the change that we want to see, you know. And I give thanks for the brothers that did come through, and I think it was just turn-off point for INI to start with the registrations, and I can see there is great interest in INI Rasta community, but we need more of INI to step up, you know, to the plate so we can discuss the things of Rastafari.
So yeah, there you have it. Whether you were 12th tribe, whether you were Sakman, or even if you just even if you were Baldhead man and you are interested in in Rasta things, you know.
Yeah,
You can
Rasta
also
business.
just go and join the rallies. Find out where it is, since G-Max is saying it's happening most
In
probably in Magnolia.
Magnolia, 3
So
o'clock.
keep your eyes and ears open, because I urge you to keep your ears open, because there will definitely be music will be playing there, since
Yes,
DJ Aswat was entertaining the people in the community on Sunday.
Yes, and blessed they are for the DJ, for the sound. I have to give thanks to Papa Ruben with the guitar and the support of Papa Moss right there, and with the Ayman on the Monflaky. How do you call the Monflaky?
Harmonica.
The harmonica. Yeah, that is so beautiful, you know, ancient to have that sound. I give thanks there for Candace and Janine that stepped through, Nina Mastal, Elron and his crew that performed, Deborah Bell. And we're going to do the same.
True.
And as time is running out, I have to
Yes,
say
some
that
last
the
words.
20th of this month, that is Saturday, we're having a park jam, a jam session basically in Smarty Town, just opposite Fairfood. It's going to be there. There are Poisons plays, lots of local artists, local talent is going to be there. Live bands, you know, poetry, dance, and it's just going to be interesting. All of you is invited. It's an open community campaign, as we can say. Blessed on the Roots Rock Reggae Show, the sounds that set you free with me, G-Max, and Mega Watt.
This is unfortunately the time that we have to go. We love and leave you. So one love. See you next time, same place, and have a nice evening.
Are you ready?